And, unfortunately, I think your story is far more universal than society's talking about. And we talked a little bit about on the show, before the show, and unfortunately, I was one of the same in that same boat. I was 5 years old, and the babysitter's brother came over and liked to play special games in the back room.
Right.
And it's and I too didn't really even, because you repress it, right? Because as a kid, you're like, what the hell was that?
Right.
And then all of a sudden
you're on to the next thing.
Yeah. But then when all of a sudden 18, 19 kind of comes around, you're like, wait a minute, that wasn't right.
Yeah.
And then you start to put all that together, and then you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think there's far too many people that don't want to talk about it because there's shame surrounding it. There's guilt
Yes.
or all those emotions, and as men, well, I'm not one of those, kind of thing.
Exactly.
But it took me a while to realize you're a child, John. You can't control what some adult is doing to a child when you're of a 5-year-old mindset,
Exactly. And I felt the same way. I was like, I can't tell nobody about this. They're going to see me like, I like that or something, or I'm weak or anything like that,
Yeah.
So you just keep it to yourself. And that's how I am with a lot of things. And that's probably part of the reason why I'm like that with a lot of things. I keep a lot of things to myself, and, just you have a war inside and you deal with it. You figure it out, so.
Well, and at least you're handling it in a healthy way,
Right.
like these other guys that are, on these apps and trying to find children.
Right. Exactly. It's crazy how you can, like, there's a good way and a bad way,
Right.
And I don't know what happens to make people go that route, but I know that I feel like it has to do with something happened to them when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just a chemical thing, but I feel like it's a choice. It's something that they feel, as children, when we, like, if you're watching an old movie and let's say you're eating something that you really liked back then, you remember that, you know? So I feel like that they remember that, and if they liked it or whatever, there's something good associated with it, they continue to do that behavior,
Right.
And some people realize that's not what you were supposed to do, and you go a different route. So I don't know, but I wish that, I hope one of the guys I catch will let me, like, dive into his brain.
Get inside their brain
Oh,
a
yeah,
little bit.
that's all